Divorce is definitely something that can bring about a lot of difficulties. Legal fees, the cost of establishing separate households, and alimony can be very costly. Other things are the separation from other family members, the social stigma and judgment that comes with it, the emotional impact that sticks around for long after, the influence it has on future relationships, and most importantly, the unfortunate harmful effects it has on the children. But today we're going to be discussing another negative repercussion that doesn't get spoken about much when it comes to the topic, which is how detrimental the aftermath can be to a person's health. But first, as always, please take note of our disclaimer. Indeed, these days, divorce is all too common, even though luckily the likelihood of it seems to be reducing. Research done by the Marriage Foundation estimates that the chance of it occurring within the first 16 years of marriage is as high as 31%. And then there's also the question of how many of the other 69% are actually content with their marriage, since people can often stick together purely for financial dependence, family obligations, religious and cultural beliefs, or simply the fear of the unknown. There's various reasons, many of which overlapping, that can lead to divorce. A study which interviewed 52 divorced individuals found that the major contributors were lack of commitment, infidelity, too much conflict and arguing, marrying too young, financial problems, substance abuse, and domestic violence. So it's worth pointing out that while the consequences of divorce can be bleak, there are many cases where it may be the lesser of two evils. Furthermore, when it comes to divorce, you may have wondered why celebrity couples are the most likely to meet this fate. Going back to the study by the Marriage Foundation referred to earlier, it found that the likelihood of divorce shot up to 52% for celebrities compared to 31% for non celebrities over the same time period. That's 2/3 higher. Well, although there are obviously many pros to stardom, there are also cons. One of which we'll highlight here is the level of social validation famous people receive. Yes, we're aware that that might sound weird at first, especially for some of you who probably can't even get a text back. But too much of anything isn't good either. Indeed, from an evolutionary perspective, being socially accepted meant that we got access to better resources, protection from threats, and opportunities for cooperation. Subsequently, the release of happy hormones like dopamine, endorphins, and oxytocin evolved in part to reinforce behaviors that supported social acceptance and ultimately enhanced our likelihood of reproduction and survival. So, social validation isn't inherently bad. We actually still need it in certain parts of our lives today. But at the same time, keep in mind that the accompanying happy hormones release have addictive properties. This is another way of saying that the more someone moves up the food chain socially, the more addicted to it they're likely to become. And this magnitude of happy hormones celebrities regularly get is quite a new human physiological experience. I mean, think about it. Our subspecies Homo sapiens emerged over 100,000 years ago. And before the advent of agriculture, about 12,000 years ago, sustaining a larger group than about 100 people wasn't feasible, as there wouldn't have been enough resources to go around in most places. That means for at least 9/10 of our existence, any one person could only receive acclaim from at most several dozen people at once. That's not even a tiny fraction of what the first, what we consider celebrities today, got even in the 15th century after the first printing press machine was developed. Let alone now in the 21st century, with the average famous person having easily over 1 million followers on social media. Therefore, with that said, it's really not a stretch to say that most human brains simply haven't had the time to develop the capacity to handle such levels of positive recognition that celebrities have constant access to. And what is the link between this and higher celebrity divorce rates? Well, social validation is an extrinsic motivator. Money, power, and status are also extrinsic motivators, and many celebrities seek to enhance them to gain more social validation. And marriage can be a way of doing this. Of course, not all celebrities do this, but certainly a large number of those who end up divorced. And the problem with being highly addicted to an extrinsic motivator like social validation when it comes to marriage is that it'll diminish the intrinsic ones, i.e., interest, enjoyment, meaning, and love. The more you are extrinsically motivated towards something, the less you'll be intrinsically. This is known as the over-justification effect, and it can happen to anything, whether it be a marriage, a career, your favourite hobby, or friends. Further, too much focus on external motivators in a marriage can lead to conflict and jealousy, as one partner may begin to feel threatened or insecure by it. Alternatively, it can result in the neglect of the marriage, as the excess time and energy spent to get the external motivators take away from the attention and effort needed to keep a successful marriage going. It's worth pointing out that this doesn't just apply to celebrities. They're just more susceptible. Any couple can fall victim to this if they focus too much on the external motivators that are within their reach, regardless of social status. Nevertheless, celebrity marriages do face other problems that the average one doesn't, including intense public scrutiny, which magnifies issues within their relationship, for example, alongside a greater temptation of infidelity. So even though celebrities may seem to have it easier, they really don't in certain areas. On a side note, if you'd like to undertake our evidence-based and results-backed personalised Plato weight management program, please click the link in the top right-hand corner of the video or follow the link in the description. Anyway, let's get to why divorce can be harmful for many people. In general, people who have gotten divorced report poorer physical and mental health and more symptoms of stress, anxiety, depression, and social isolation than the general population. Additionally, divorce has been linked to higher occurrences of hospitalization, substance use, higher suicide rates, and greater overall mortality risk. The reason for this in large part has been attributed to the psychological distress that comes with losing a spouse, both from a financial as well as an emotional standpoint. Another factor negatively affecting health arising from divorce is that it leads many to make worse lifestyle choices. But at the same time, this may happen as a coping mechanism to deal with that stress. Furthermore, keep in mind that divorce also leads to missing out on the positive effects of health that a marriage can bring, since a high quality one is linked to increased life satisfaction and psychological well-being. This is thought to be because of a sense of greater social and financial support and overall healthier behavioural patterns. Are you someone who has dealt with divorce? What was your experience from a health perspective? We'd love to hear from you in the comment section down below. Additionally, if you're new here, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. So that has been our video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.